like, why is he not on the screen?
What the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome to the Fckry with Leslie Jones and Lenny Marcus. I'm Lenny Marcus.
And I am Leslie Jones.
In the flesh. And this is the podcast where the mission is to keep it 100 at all times. We talk about the fuckery going on in the world and in our lives, all while having a whole lot of fun doing it. In the studio today is Leslie Jones in New York. Thank you. And we have some comedy industry with us today. Comic strip live booker Tommy Latch. And of course, we end with the fuckery of the week. But first, Leslie's in New York. What the fuck is up? You're like, why am I not on the screen? Yes, because I'm 3 feet away from you.
Yeah, because I was looking at the screens going, I don't see you. I was like, Jordan, put him up on the screen.
Well, that's why I insisted Jordan be on the screen. I feel weird that it would just be a disembodied voice talking to him.
I know. What, like this big part right there, Jordan, make yourself big.
You could be all Jordan if you want.
Yeah.
On the screen. Yeah, Leslie's in New York because we are headed on the road, so we'll tell you all about our trips to Richmond, Virginia, and Atlantic City and upcoming shows. But Leslie got to New York, so we could start it from here and run some stuff before we leave. And plane ride was fun, huh? The red eye.
The plane ride fucking sucked. It fucking sucked. And I'm getting too old to fly a fucking plane. My body doesn't agree with it.
Yeah.
I get dizzy as fuck. I have to take like 3 or 4 Dramamine to fucking even survive the flight. And if I fall asleep and wake up on a plane, I'm going to be sick as fuck. So I'm laying there dying of nausea, and I'm just like reaching for stuff to try to take care of myself, like, don't die. I'm trying to calm myself down, like, don't die on the plane. Leslie Jones can't throw up on the plane. You can't throw up on the plane. You can't do this. You gotta stay calm.
Why can't you throw up on the plane? Because somebody will be holding a phone.
Yeah, exactly. Leslie Jones, Earl's on the plane. I mean, how you think Mike Tyson got caught hitting the dude? There's somebody else recording it.
That's true.
So then I started throwing up, and everybody's like, Leslie's throwing up on the plane. Does she have COVID? You know, that type of shit. So I had to be calm.
Yeah.
And calm myself down.
And you landed.
And I landed.
Do you feel better when you land?
A little bit. I had to piss, but then I was exhausted. Then I was just fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you're trying to, like, I don't do everything myself anymore. I have housekeepers and assistants and people who's supposed to help this trip be smooth.
Yeah.
And I swear, for God, them motherfuckers, it's almost like they pull out a revolver and shoot me in the back. Because it's just like, it'd be little stupid shit. Like, where's the fucking deodorant? Where's the like little stupid
Don't you have
shit?
New York deodorant and
I
LA
do.
deodorant?
It's supposed to be like that. So someone was supposed to come and unpack those boxes and put them up.
Oh.
But then the front desk has some fuck shit going on where they wouldn't let them have the boxes. So what do I get when I open up the door? A whole hallway full of boxes. And then Brian was supposed to come over, and I'm like, Brian, why you ain't come over? He's like, oh, there was no boxes. I said, there's 1,000,000 boxes. And half of them is your shit. So it's just like,
oh my God.
it's like that type of shit, and then trying to do my own makeup, and then when they're packing shit, they pack it the way, instead of, when you pack something, like if I was packing for you, right?
Yep.
And I packed
one shirt.
No, but even if I, let's say I packed you 4 shirts.
Yeah.
I'm going to text you and say, hey, Lenny, I packed you 4 shirts.
Right.
If you doing, especially a makeup kit, if you put new stuff in there, you put new brushes in there, all that needs to be explained to me, because you know why? I'm not a fucking makeup artist. I'm a goddamn comic. So it just like people think, like people, and I know people are listening to this going, oh, rich people problems. Well, you can go suck my dick. This is my fucking problem.
Also a rich people problem.
Yeah, it's just suck my dick, okay? And that's what I was telling somebody the other day. I used to do all this shit myself. I used to pack myself. I used to do all this shit myself. Yeah. It is the worst thing when you do get into a position where you can't do that shit yourself no more, and you have to depend on people to think like you. It's a nightmare. Well, so I always have to tell them, when you guys fuck up, I suffer from your fuck ups.
So I don't understand. What did you need the vacuum cleaner for anyway?
It was a vacuum cleaner for New York. I had just sent the vacuum cleaner for New York.
Oh, I see.
And so the lady who cleans my house don't have to tug her vacuum cleaner when she comes. So I just, since I'm going to be here a lot, just buy a vacuum cleaner for the house. And of course,
somehow it gets sent to the wrong address.
To my old address in Harlem. I'm so glad they didn't sell it. Fuck. It's a good ass vacuum cleaner.
Oh man, only you could have a vacuum cleaner, right?
Only me go through this type of shit. Only me.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It don't make no goddamn sense.
Well, you made it.
Yes, I did.
And why are you half an hour late today?
Because trying to figure out Lola's fuck shit of brushes. We're trying to do my makeup.
You did it though. It looked good.
No, I did it, motherfucker. So let me tell you what this day was supposed to be. I was supposed to get up 12:15, work out with Thaddeus, then start getting ready. But I canceled the Thaddeus thing, so at least I had a little extra time. But see, what I have to remember is I have to take my hair down because my hair be braided. So I have to take my hair down. It's so many things to get ready because then I know I'm coming here. I got to put makeup on. I know I'm going to the game afterwards.
Right.
I got to look nice. I got to do everything now.
Right.
Chingaracito que sera de puta. I should have started at 10 o'clock.
And then you sent me to get the sandwich, the famous sandwich.
The famous sandwich. And why is the sandwich different?
Because I get there and apparently they're jam-packed. So I'm standing online looking at the clock going, oh my God.
The same place?
So my guy who makes the sandwiches, he's got an assistant now. And apparently the assistant is not up to speed. So he was doing something before he took over this job and she did it. And I'm telling you, that place is great. The owner is amazing, but they hired this girl. She's the counter girl. She doesn't give up.
We're going to go curse that bitch out after this.
Okay.
Don't you ever make me a bad sandwich, you fucking whore. You live in fucking New York. I'll kill you, bitch.
She does not give a shit.
Jordan, look at this shit, Jordan. Jordan, look at this shit. Can you see it?
What happened? No love on this one?
Look at this.
Whatever it was, she started it.
Why would you put bacon bits?
Bacon bits?
This is what this bitch put on there, bacon bits. This is not bacon, this is bacon bits. The worst part of the bacon. I'll beat that bitch ass. I'll beat that bitch ass. And I ain't even get to smoke no weed today. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is a goddamn problem.
You've had a kind of a whirlwind of 48 hours, which is
it's just so awful. You know what? You know what's so funny is that I think when you're planning stuff, I don't give myself grace time. So like I was supposed to come Saturday night.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been better.
Better?
No, it would have been better because I would have came Saturday night, got here Sunday morning,
rested for 2 days
all day, and then that would have given me time to really have my mind wrapped around what the fuck it is I need to do. Because Monday I would have slept all day Sunday and then got up Monday in the middle of the afternoon and then fucked with shit.
Well, that's why we're coming back from like Atlantic City after the show, so we can have a whole extra day for you to rest.
Yeah, because that's what. Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you were at the Chris Rock thing at the Comedy Store that was Friday night. You
still haven't got to see that, huh?
No.
Like people got reels and stuff. I'm gonna go through the thing and send it to you so you can see it. But I was so nervous. I was really I always pull stuff off. I knew the story and all that stuff. But when I got there, because they told Jay it was a tape too. Because I said, Jay, I thought you told me it was a tape. She said, they told me it was a tape. So when we got there, they're like, no, it's live. And I was like, oh, okay. That makes you a little bit more
story.
Yeah, it makes you a little bit more nervous because you're like, oh shit, I really got to get the story right. Yes. There's no editing in this. So when I got up there, I want you to see it because when I first got up there, you could tell
you were nervous.
That I was nervous. Huh. I was like, oh, I was even shaking my voice. I was like, oh, Chris Rock is, because that fucking father shit you put in the goddamn script.
I didn't put anything in the script. You can edit whatever you want.
It fucked me off.
You said my father. It's not fucked you up. Again, for the millionth time. It's not fucked you off.
Fuck me off.
That's not the right expression.
Listen.
Totally
you put. He's a father. And I'm
you
like,
said it. In
I did not say.
Okay. Let me just tell the people.
Father.
You recorded into my phone. My phone got dictated into Word.
What if the dictation said it made a mistake and said father
farter?
Instead
did you say farter? That's the only thing that would have been close. Brother.
So that might have been mistaken. But anyway, Jordan, fucking father's on the script. So I'm like, Chris Rock is not my motherfucking daddy.
So just change it.
No, it's already stuck in my fucking head. So now I'm out there and I'm like,
you didn't say father.
No, but you could tell that I was trying to find another word. So I was like, he's my mentor. He's my brother.
There's no prompter?
There was a prompter, but the prompter got father on it. Fuck, I said, listen. So I was like, he's my father. He's my brother. He's my friend.
He's my uncle.
And then
he's
you
my
know
priest.
me, and you know how I am.
Yeah.
The way that I do things.
Yeah.
I always like to hit the elephant in the room because that makes everything empathetic. Everybody loves you after this, like some real shit. So what I said was, yo, they told me that this shit was going to be a tape, but it's actually live. And I'm tripping out that I'm here on a Saturday performing live, and everybody started, but so it was good. And then after that, I was able to really go into into the story
because it's a great story.
It was great. It was great. Everybody loved it too. They loved it.
And so, what's the vibe going on in that place? You're at the Comedy Store, and there's a million. Ronnie Chang is hosting this thing somehow, and I don't even know how it ran. Was a camera just going from place to place in the Comedy Store, like room to room?
Well, you wouldn't even recognize the Comedy Store. It was so crazy. They made it look like they should keep it like
a studio.
No, it looked like a fancy club.
Oh,
it looked really nice. I was like, you should have seen how they had the belly room. It was like a backstage. It was dope. I was like, damn, production can do anything anywhere. But they made this. You got to see the set. I don't know if you've seen the stage.
The only thing I saw was the Dana Carvey. Was that where they were?
No, that was
main
back.
Room?
No, I think I got some pictures I'll show you. But that was back in the main room. Back. Green room.
Oh, okay.
So that because they got a lot of stuff. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. Yeah. So they probably fixed that up.
Oh, wow.
Because they got a lot of places they could fix up in the Comedy Store. But Comedy Store is
so
just
big.
They made it really nice, dude. They made it really nice. I don't think that they'll keep the room like that because I feel like they can seat more people with the way that they're seating.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. But the vibe was how can I put the vibe? It's really hard to explain vibes for me. Because,
was it fun? Was it like people were excited?
I was having fun because I was with Neff and like Zuri, this other girl named Zuri and stuff. We were laughing and stuff, but it's the Comedy Store and there are ghosts there, and the ghosts are trying to figure out why the fuck is all these people in there. And you could tell it's just a little.
Kareem is there. You're with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem, yes, and he told me the secret to the skyhook. Just want to let you know. But Kareem is like. He's so tall.
Yeah.
No, like for real. Like, you
7'2".
I know. And I was standing by him and I was like, God damn.
You feel small.
Yeah. I felt tiny as hell. And I had the nerve to say to him, like, I would block you out. He just looked at me like, bitch, if you don't get your motherfucking ass away from me.
Did he say he was going to do our show? You said you asked him.
Yes. We just have to hook up with that. Yeah, I would love to have him in here so we can ask him all the questions. But he said the secret to the skyhook is big hands.
Big hands.
He said so many people try to learn it, but they don't have big enough hands.
Yeah.
And he showed me his hands. Oh my God, that dude's an alien. It was like my hand was like in the palm of his hand. My whole hand was in the palm of his hand.
Well, it's not only big hands, but he's leaning away from the guy, and he's taller than everybody. He
said the fact that my hands are so big, you can hold the ball any type of way you want. I do got this long arm. And he said, and then I lean.
Wow, yeah, it's amazing.
It's like, wow.
It's genius. Can't block it.
It's genius. You can't block it. And so the atmosphere, and I hate to say this because I love everybody there, but
weird.
It was weird only because I felt like some of the comics that were there and
they just want to be seen.
Shouldn't have been there. I don't know if shouldn't have been there is the word that I want to use. I want to just say that it's just like, because I don't want to say, because I don't want.
Well, I don't understand. Well, let me just, I'll ask a couple questions. Was everybody if you were in LA and you were working at the Comedy Store and you were passed at the Comedy Store, you were allowed to come down and hang? Was that the vibe? Or it was just invite only?
No, I didn't see any regular comics. If they were there, they were maybe outside in the parking lot or whatever, but everything was filled with production stuff, so they wasn't having too many people there. Okay. It wasn't there too many people. It was just the people that came to the shows and stuff. But what I'm saying is,
I'm not picking it up. I'm trying to say it for you.
I'm gonna say it and then we'll decide if we cut that shit out.
Okay.
But I feel like there was a lot of past their prime comedians there. And I feel like the stuff that they were trying to create, like when I went out, like the things that they were, Arsenio was actually great. Arsenio was great because Arsenio gets it. Does that make sense? But everybody else was still in some stuck on shit. Like I can't explain it. Like I love Dana Carvey, but he did Joe Biden, and I was like, we didn't need that.
Oh, you're talking about the after show, or
no? This was the before
pre-show.
Yeah, I was like, we didn't need that. We didn't need that. JB was funny as fuck though. JB did this bit about not having his seat. Like it was really funny. It was very funny. JB was hilarious. But it was like some of the stuff that was in there, I was just like, okay, so they're Chris's friend. That's why they're here.
Yeah,
that's why they're here.
Well, that's the whole idea.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, look, they're also contemporaries. You know, Chris is 58 years old.
Yep.
And you're going to see a lot of people 58 years old.
Yeah, absolutely right. And I took that into consideration. Okay. I really did. Right. I did. I just wish that we would.
What'd you think of the special?
Oh, me, myself?
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious. I laughed my ass off. There was some, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just I just love some of the stuff he did.
Yeah, he has a lot of stuff. When he hits big. That's for me.
I liked
makes
some
great
of the stuff
points.
That he did. Yeah, all the points he made. I love the. There was one joke he did, and I was just like, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, the thing about Beyonce working at Burger King. And Jay-Z working at Burger King. Beyonce working at Burger King. She's the hottest chick he's ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
If she was working at Burger King.
Yes. But if Jay-Z, he could get that.
Yeah.
Was really
funny. So when he hits,
Yeah.
He's very
I liked some of the stuff he was doing. I loved it, actually.
My only criticism of this is the same criticism I tell you all the time. Like, these guys if he sat with it for 2 years, some of that stuff wouldn't be in there, and he would be able to see what the world is, he would have been a little more, it would have been more polished as far as like not flubbing the last joke or some of the stuff is like other people do. Selective outrage itself is already sort of.
What do you mean selective outrage?
That's the name of the title of the.
Oh, okay.
But he's talking about people having selective outrage. It works for the Will Smith thing, the narrative of the show. Yeah. But I'm saying again, if he would have run it for another year, the same thing, it probably would have been a different set, and I think it would have been better.
But see, but this is.
But you don't have time. He doesn't have time to do it.
I was just finna say, like, that shit would have been dated then.
Yeah.
And then you gotta, like, to me as an artist, for him to come out and do it live, I thought it was brilliant. I thought I loved when he said the Meghan Markle thing.
That was
he was
great.
like, that's in-law shit. It's like that's stuff like. I like the set, and at the end of it, him venting about Will. To me, this is what I want to tell everybody. Comedians.
Are you gonna do it at the end?
Yeah.
You're gonna do it in the Fckry of the Week, so I'm gonna say it. But he had to do it now.
Yeah.
He had to say that stuff now, and the way he presented it. Yeah, I didn't need the pre-show. I love you, but I didn't need the pre-show, and I didn't need the post-show, but just a little bit. If you would have come out, told that story, and said, "And ladies and gentlemen, Chris Rock," I was good. Nothing against Ronnie or anybody. Like, come on, man. Like, you would have come out and say, "You're in for a great treat." Let me tell you a quick story, and then boom, let's go to Baltimore. Here's Chris Rock, and just good night. Bye. That would have been enough for me. But they make it into an event like the Super Bowl.
But I don't think Chris had anything to do with that.
No, I'm sure. Netflix.
It's all Netflix. Netflix.
What did he get? I'm sure. Well, look, once they pay you like probably whatever he made, $10, $15 million, whatever he made for that. Once they do that,
he did not make 10 or 15 million. What?
I don't know.
You think Netflix would pay somebody 10 or 15 million?
I don't know.
No, baby. He didn't make that much.
No.
He probably made a good money, but he made 10, 15.
All right, well, whatever he made, they get to, once they say that, we're going to put a whole thing in front of it, make it a whole special, and make it like an event. And it was, because people were running. I was running home to try and catch the middle of the end of it.
Everybody watched it, definitely. It got the views.
Yeah, it got the views.
It got the views.
Hey, good for Chris Rock. And I like Chris.
And I feel like that's something, who else has done that? I
think Chappelle, maybe. Did he do a live one?
I don't think he did it live.
One.
No,
I'm not doing a live one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
I would do it live. I would do it.
You would do it live?
Because I'm crazy.
Yeah, you just have the camera crew just watching me sweat to death.
Hell yeah, man. I love that shit. Yeah. But I would have did 2 shows though.
Oh, to edit into one. Yeah. We'll be right back right after this. And we are back. Yeah, that's funny that we went bowling as a family. And that was my first question.
As a family?
Yeah.
So Eugene and Birdie?
Birdie, and we took another mom, dad, and kid because it's Birdie's friend.
You know what?
You love...
Fuck
Oh
you.
my God, you love bowling.
Fuck you.
I knew you love bowling.
How dare you do it without me, you motherfucker.
We can go again while you're here.
No. Now it's not. I don't want to go.
You weren't in town.
No, I wasn't the first one. No, I wasn't the first one you went bowling with.
We've been bowling before, but that's Birdie.
Do you have like bowling shoes?
No.
You have your own bowling ball?
I used to when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. Was it
a kid bowling ball?
No, it was a real bowling ball. It was probably like, I think I got it when I was like 12, 13. So it was like 100 and, it was like probably a 12-pound, 13-pound ball. So it wasn't a full 16.
So then you could really bowl then?
I was decent. I'm not that good.
Then why would you have a bowling ball if you weren't decent?
Well, it was a whole thing because my I told the story. My mom, who has no athletic bone in her body, she worked at Two Penn Plaza, which is the garden where you're going to. She worked in that building, in the high rise.
Okay.
And on lunchtime, they used to have a bowling alley there. And they used to film Bowling for Dollars there. Remember Bowling for Dollars?
Yes, I remember
That was a
Bowling for
great
Dollars.
TV show. I love Bowling for Dollars.
Yeah.
And so that now it's not there anymore. Now it's like it was the Felt Forum. They do wrestling there, and now it's, I don't know what it is now. It was like a little theater.
Well, where you go bowling now?
Well, now this bowling alley's all over New York.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, there's one in Port Authority. There's one on 42nd Street. There's one in Chelsea Piers.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, my mother, who worked in that building, at lunchtime, the whole group, the bowling was big then, so the whole group would go to lunch, and they were like, we need one person, because they'd bowl against other departments. And so my mother, they were like, we need one for our team. And she's like, I'm not doing that, you know. And she's like, come on. And next thing you know, she comes home, yeah, they're making me go bowling. And all of us are like, bowl? You get to bowl at lunch? We're freaking out. So now my mother, who again bowls maybe 100, she goes, I'm embarrassing our team, so can we go on the weekend? So we all went as a family bowling, and now we all fell in love with it. So now, can I get my own ball? Whatever. So I joined the bowling league with my friends. So, and then we took her ball. So I joined a bowling league, and she got me my own ball. So I had my own ball. It was, I mean,
have such a cute story about your family.
Fun. Yeah, that was fun. So we went bowling.
Fucking innocent piece of shit.
Yeah, but I beat Gina, so that's all I care about now. I got through at 157.
Yeah, my mom could bowl really well.
But get this one. You know, this is my highlight of the day. I knocked down the 6-7 split, which is very close to 7-10 split.
Hard.
You know what Gina was doing while I knocked down that 6-7 split, which is about a 0.8% chance for pros. Okay, just that's how lucky I got. She was filming the giant pretzel they bought for the kids. I mean, everybody in the whole place went nuts. I look up, my wife goes, I missed it. I missed it. Why? Because they took a picture of the pretzel.
So no one has a picture of you doing it?
No one has a picture as that, but they have 400 pictures of Birdie rolling it down. They have like
damn,
a
Gina. You had one fucking job, Gina. You had one fucking job.
And then I got to give it to her. She murdered me again at Pop-A-Shot. Can you Pop-A-Shot? You know, the basketball, that little stupid arcade game? The little basketball game?
I'm surprised you didn't beat her as much as you talk shit.
I do talk shit, but the thing moves. I don't know. She's like a savant.
Did she used to play basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it.
No. Real basketball, she has no chance of ever scoring ever. There's defense involved. But
you're a dickhead.
I am a dickhead.
Fucking know. Gina,
I'm going to tell you right now.
You're a dickhead.
I'm going to tell you right now. My wife and I play basketball. I'm not letting her score. 0.
That's because you're a dickhead. You're a fucking dickhead. I hope that you do play your wife and I'm on your team, because I'm going to foul the fuck out of you. I'm going to foul your motherfucking ass. Bitch ass.
I had a whole weekend with Birdie. So we did that, and then we did this candy thing. They have these things for kids you can pay and create candy. They take them into one room and do a candy thing. It kills a day. Gina went and got a haircut, so I had to do something with Birdie. I took her to this. It's a great activity. And
sugar.
I know, sugar. And then on the way home, we stopped at the Comedy Cellar, and I took those pictures of her on stage.
Yeah, I don't think I like that you took her into that dingy, disgusting ass club.
There's nobody there.
It's a fucking dingy ass, disgusting club. She's a child.
There's nobody there.
You let her put her mouth to that mic.
She didn't lick the mic. We washed our hands before and after.
Explain something to you. You know how many people got herpes and shit? You don't fucking let her touch that fucking mic. Let your child touch anything in a comedy club. I loved it.
Oh, you are the worst. Come on. Then she had a hamburger, fries, watched the Charlie Chaplin movies in that place. Oh, she had a great day.
I went there and ate.
Yeah.
That restaurant's open during the daytime? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we had lunch.
I didn't know that.
That's why we went there, not to take the picture. We went to have lunch.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, this is where Daddy works. Give her a nice little tour. She won't remember any of it.
She's not going to, was she impressed at all?
Yeah, she loved it. When she was holding the mic, she had that thing with you, scared out of her mind. So you know what she does. You know what she does when she gets scared. She just starts smiling. The big That's why it's such a great picture, because she's like, she's just frozen. She just started smiling.
It's so funny, Jordan. She literally just freezes. Her whole face be like this.
It's very cute.
Funny.
It's very cute. And then it's like, slowly put down the microphone.
I'm holding her the whole time. I came over their house and I'm holding her the whole time. And the whole time she's like this.
Yeah, but we have a picture funny that when she was 3 months old, so tiny, we took Leslie to lunch, and we put we put Birdie in her hands, and Leslie has that same face, like, I'm gonna drop the baby.
I'm gonna drop the baby.
The smile.
Because the baby was so white. It was such a white ass baby. And then up against me, it's just so white. And then it's a little baby. I was like, oh, get this white baby out of my hand.
Oh my God. All right, we'll be right back with white baby Tommy Latch right after this. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now it's time for Who the Fuck Is This?
Who the fuck is this?
Well, we welcome and interview special guests on the show today. We have one of the bookers of comedy in New York City. He has been the general manager and club booker at the Comic Strip Live in New York City for over 10 years. He's also the sound guy, repairman, bartender if need be, and can do 10 minutes if you really need him to. Really? Please welcome Tommy Latch.
Tommy!
Yay!
What's up, buddy?
Tommy, I didn't know your last name was Latch.
I know. I didn't even realize you remembered.
Yeah, well,
Tommy Latch.
It's just in my phone as
German.
Tom E. with a dash.
Yeah. Mr. E.
Mr. E. That's why I don't know why.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Mr. E. Welcome, Mr. E. And that's, you know why it's Mr. E? Because Club Soda Kenny, Norton, remember that guy, Club Soda Kenny? Norton's guy that talks like this. I go, it's Tommy. He goes by Tom E. He goes, hello, Mr. E.
Mr. E.
So he calls him Mr. E.
Tom E. Oh,
Tom E.
I don't like dumb
so
jokes
bizarre.
like that. I don't
yeah.
like
So now he's been Mr. E in my phone.
That was my stage name.
Tom E.
Tom E.
That's it? You didn't go by a last name?
No. That's why I'm here.
How long were you a comedian before you did what you do now? How long did you do stand-up for?
I did it I did it in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Me and JR, who also works at the club. And then I quit and then did it 2004.
And then how did you hook up with...
But I was already working at the club. The reason I started doing it is because I was watching all the open mics. I was like, I can do this, man. I can do this again, And then...
It went pretty well.
Yeah, I did good. Well, I did fine.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the drive. I'm not that, come watch me, I'm funny. Put me up, I'm funny.
You were funny enough for Lisa Lampanelli to take you on the road.
Yeah.
That must have been something.
It was something.
Would you like to elaborate?
It was a nightmare. It was fun at first, then it was just an absolute nightmare.
Why was it a nightmare?
Because, she's a nightmare. It was just...
I don't know her like that.
There was two of her. There was friend Lisa and then business Lisa.
Oh.
And then when you had to deal with business Lisa, it was a nightmare. The first time I ever went and opened up for her, we did this little theater in Connecticut or something. My first time.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, this is awesome, whatever. And we get there and they spelled her name wrong on the marquee. And we're in the dressing room or waiting room, whatever. And she's like, can you go wait outside? I was like, yeah. Slams the door and starts yelling at this guy. I was like, what the fuck did I get myself involved with?
Oh, boy.
Like, letting him have it. Like, I was like, what?
Wow.
But it was fun, too.
It was just you and her everywhere you went?
No, there was always another like an
act.
opener. It was like I would open and there was a middle and then...
And how long did you get? How long did you...
2 years.
And then that's the end of comedy for you? You're like,
no,
that's
I kept doing it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't with her anymore, but then I kept doing it in the city. And then once I started managing...
Well, how did that come about? Like, how did you decide who offered you that job?
Jeannie.
Oh, at the owner
Well,
of the...
I mean, I was already working at the club as a job. I was the phone guy from 2004.
That I remember.
Yeah, until like 2013. Then...
When Lucifer was there?
No.
I was there right when Lucian was dying.
Lucian Hold was the general manager
Lucifer.
of the comic strip from whatever, late 70s
Lucifer.
to 2004. And apparently Leslie didn't like him.
Apparently, no one liked that motherfucker.
Oh, Leslie.
Who you know likes Lucifer?
Just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, go fuck himself, you fucking leprosy having ass bitch. Fuck him.
So Leslie was thumbs down on Lucian.
He died exactly how he's supposed to have died. Piece by piece.
Yeah, he had a disease called scleroderma.
It was leprosy.
And
God was getting him back for all the evil.
Body parts would start to fall off.
That's leprosy, okay?
Yeah.
This motherfucker had to wear gloves so his fingers wouldn't fall off.
So you were there for Lucian. What's your experience with Lucian Hold?
Oh, he didn't like me around.
He didn't like nobody.
He liked me.
He
liked you because you were probably a straight up Jewish white motherfucker.
Well, no, I mean he'd said some crazy stuff to me too, but I live close to him, so if he needed something, I would go over there and help him out.
If he needed a finger picked up.
God, are you serious?
Computer. He had to do everything on the computer, so I had to go over there.
I hate you for that.
Yeah.
I hate you for
can't say no.
Well, why wouldn't you tell him though? Why you fixing this computer? He's a dick. No, seriously.
He's booking the club.
Hey, I got this. Hey, I got this done for you. But hey, I just wanted to mention something real quick. Like, why are you such a dick? Like, you fixing this fucking computer? He needs you. I don't know why y'all don't be saying shit. I had no problem telling motherfuckers when they was foul.
I have a funny story about that. I was fixing his computer. I was under his desk fixing the computer, and he's in the other room. He had a computer room, so I was in the room, this back room, and I'm under the desk. Something went wrong, so I'm rewiring something, and I hear him in the other room. He's talking to like Aspen Comedy Festival about a few people, and then he's really nice and brings up my name. Right, brings up my name because like, apparently I'm fixing the computer under his desk. So then he comes in and he's like, "I did mention you, but they seemed to not buy your persona as a computer programmer." And I'm like, you know what I'm doing right now, right? I'm under the desk fixing the computer, like they didn't buy.
I was friends with so many comics that would go and get their fucking heart broken by him. Mike B, I mean, he used to drive Mike B crazy. And fucking Nikki Carr, I went with her one time because I used to always ask these people, because Jamie Masada had some kind of crazy thing like that too. Mm-hmm. And I used to ask these comics, why would y'all let these motherfuckers tell you what these motherfuckers like Jamie wanted to be a comedian, so he couldn't, so that's why he started booking. I would never there's a line out the line with the New Jacks that have to sit and talk to him while he's in a chair. Like, do you think I actually get in that line? So I never got in that line, so he never liked me because I was like, I don't fucking,
you kissed the ring.
You're a piece of shit. Like, why the fuck would I kiss your ring? You fuck asshole. Fuck you, motherfucker. Like,
he's at the Laugh Factory.
This is what people don't understand about me. When I started comedy, I came from dope dealers, crackheads. I came from the hardcore motherfuckers. So when I got into this business and people tried to be hardcore, I'd be like, motherfucker, you're a bartender. I will beat your ass with your bottles, motherfucker. You are a booker and a goddamn, that's all you are. You're not a fucking gangster. That they would try to act like a gangster. So Lucian, my friend Nikki Carr, went to audition. Nikki comes out in tears because I ain't even going to club. I didn't even go in the club because I didn't even like seeing him.
Wow.
Because I was just like, go fuck yourself. I literally he would be like, who? Fuck off. You don't need to know who the fuck I am, bitch. I ain't never doing this club. Literally, I would tell him that. So Nikki comes out and she's crying. And I'm like, why are you crying? And she was like, he told me that, people are laughing at me more than with me. Oh, I went back in there and I said, what the fuck does that mean, bitch? She's a fucking comic. If they're laughing, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's why I'll never do this bitch-ass club. You a bitch.
We'll cut to 20 years later.
Leslie will be appearing at the comic strip this week.
And I'll be at the comic strip this week because that motherfucker dead now. He dead as fuck. So now I can go in there. Yeah, Jordan, cut it off. I don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah. He has no say anymore, for sure.
No, but for real, like, this is the thing.
Wait, let me tell you.
Lenny gets so mad at me when I be, like, really honest about the way that I feel about people because I'm not scared. Y'all motherfuckers be scared to tell people who are shitty to other people that you shitty, motherfucker.
Well, here's the thing. There's only a certain amount of clubs you could work at the time in New York City, and he at least the one thing they had at the comic strip, I will say, back in the day, they had a system of how to pass the club. What? Go ahead.
For white comics,
okay,
y'all had very few places. Me as a black comic, I worked 3 or 4 clubs a night.
Oh, there you go.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't give a fuck about the white clubs because if you're not gonna book me, fuck you. I can make $150 over here in this room. So I think white comics stuck to the Cellar. And what was the other one? There was another one. New York Comedy Club,
New York.
And what was the other one?
There's a bunch of Boston.
Boston, and then New York Comedy Club.
And Stand Up New York.
Stand Up New York. Yeah, they used to fuck with them. And you could just see the depression on these motherfuckers' face because you don't go up. Come do some of these other rooms, but you don't want to do these other rooms because you don't think they're good enough.
Well, I was good enough lucky enough to pass everywhere, but it's not like they were throwing spots out, so I'd have to run around the clubs. But the one thing Lucian had was, I don't even know how you don't even know how he passed.
The one thing he had was leprosy.
He would just Monday night you could try and pass the club.
Had black gloves on like he thought he was looking cool.
Did you ever actually audition for him?
Fingers,
no, he never. She never.
No.
I did the strip before. He's seen me perform before, but he was too scared to talk to me.
Why wouldn't he be?
He was too scared to tell me anything because I came off that stage because I ripped it, and I dare you to tell me I wasn't funny, motherfucker. I'll beat you out them leprosy gloves you got on. Hey, what he gonna do? He ain't gonna be able to hit me back. He ain't got no fingers. Fuck him in the ass with a big dick at a rapid pace.
Just takes off the gloves.
Vaseline.
It's got like
no
one
Vaseline.
The fingers flapping in the breeze. Somebody told me when he would golf. When he would golf, the finger flap of the one finger he's missing would flap as with the golf club.
Listen, and y'all didn't make fun of that. Though.
I didn't golf with him.
I would have made fun of that. Oh, that little bit of finger gonna throw your head off, boy. That little flap finger, that little empty flap. So he was like the chick off of Handmaid's Tale, the one that got her finger cut off, had that one glove. Man, listen, I don't give a fuck. I give no fucks. And trust me, that's exactly how God gonna make me die. He gonna make me all my shit just fall off of me just because I did
just
that
because
today.
You did that?
Sorry, Lord. You know Lucian was Lucifer.
The point is, all these clubs. We'll get back to Tommy.
That's exhausting.
The point is, all these clubs are like little kingdoms, and the people who run them are like the little king and queen of that little kingdom. And they don't. And Lucian would tell you, I'm a big fish in a small pond, and I like it that way. And he was the emperor of. He could tell who passes and who doesn't, who gets on stage and who doesn't. And they're all like that, from Jamie Mastad in L.A. to the Booker Adam Agot out in L.A. and when it was that Mitzi and Esty and
what kind of fish and what kind of pond? Is it a fish with no fingers? Is it a pond with black blood?
That's what it was.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that everywhere. What's so unfortunate now is the way that happens now. Like back in the day, like real comics would get a chance. You know, you'd get a chance to get up. You know, the bookers and the people in the club cared more about putting up good comics and stuff. But now everybody get up. Everybody gets up.
Yeah, it ain't like it used to be.
Yeah, everybody gets a little bit. It's a little bit more liberal. But in 2004, he passed away in 2004 in that club. I got to hand it to him. You know, he was great at marketing or whatever he did.
Yeah,
that club went down the shitter quick.
Yeah.
Well,
talk about that.
McGowan.
Well, I mean, there was 3 owners. That didn't help. And immediately, as soon as he dies...
that was right when I first started working there. Yeah. McGowan had me and JR ripping out the booths during Lucian's funeral.
There were 3 owners, John McGowan, Richie Tinkin, and Bob Wax. And they all came in. I'd never seen them since I worked there from 99 to... with Lucian years from 99 to 2004, and then I'd never seen any of them, and all 3 of them were there. And Richie Tinkin wanted to take over the place, and Bob Wax wanted to manage the place, and the third guy wanted his bar back. He was a bar owner. He was a barman. So he cut the bar in half and took out everything.
He didn't want the bar. He messed everything. He didn't want comics hanging out.
Yeah.
He made it as uncomfortable as possible.
Why?
I don't know, because the club was doing so well.
Yeah.
That he didn't give a shit about the comics. He just gave a shit about the money. He don't
understand that the people was there for the fucking comics.
Yeah,
he's dead too.
I hate club owners. No, club owners, y'all got that shit fucked up. It was amazing to me how club owners can be so shitty to the people who make them the shows.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It was nuts.
But the thing was that Lucian ran this place like such a Machiavellian way that he ran everything. And while he was crazy, but the club succeeded. And those 3 guys basically did not have to leave their houses and just collected money. That's how good he
and they just went and fucked themselves off because
and then
they're fucking privileged ass white men who think they know everything.
And then eventually Lucian dies and they all try to get their cut.
Well, Bob wasn't around.
No, but Bob, I met Bob. He came back and he started managing people there.
That was in 2008, 2009.
Well, it took 4 years for these.
Is that the one that destroyed the bar and all of that?
No, McGowan
destroyed the bar.
Bob and Richie and John ran the club. Bob was in L.A. Like he stayed in L.A. the whole time
for a while.
Yeah. And then
But they all eventually came back to get their hand in it.
John McGowan brought in Peter Shapiro, and
it very slowly
Richie
started going
was
down
sick.
the toilet. Yeah,
Richie got sick, so then John was taking advantage, robbing the place blind, just ruined it. Cut the bar out, took out the booze. Everybody's like, the comics are going to be upset that you're taking these booze out. Fuck them, I don't care. Because he was like, I can have people standing in here waiting to get into the club,
buying a drink.
Yeah,
which they didn't do.
But he didn't even want them buying drinks in there.
Right.
He didn't want them. He wanted it to be just a waiting room and make the money in the back.
Crazy.
And just make it his own. He turned the cable TV off so the comics couldn't watch sports. I think there was a comic, I don't know who it was, with reading a newspaper in there, and he ripped it out of their hands like it's not a fucking library.
Oh no, I would have whooped his ass. He would have got his ass whooped.
But he never really saw the comics or anything. He was only there during the day. Well, and then Richie was there at night, and Bob was never there.
But the point is, it's slowly dilapidated. So where do you come in? What year?
Start managing after Bob died.
What year
in
was
2013.
Okay, so it took 10 years, almost 10 years later.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was doing comedy. I didn't care about that kind of stuff. And then I realized, fuck comedy. It's a pain in the ass. I'm never going to make a living. I'll be a manager. And then once I started managing, I was still doing comedy for a little bit, and I couldn't concentrate. It was horrible. Because I'd be up there looking, and I'm like, why don't that table have any drinks? Why is that waitress over there fucking off in the corner? What the hell is going on? And then I'm trying to tell my jokes, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
And you were getting a steady paycheck to run the place. So
absolutely.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't have to go and beg everybody every day that I'm good.
You also have a demeanor for it. You're kind of calm.
No, you're very calm, actually.
I tell you, 90% of the comics don't even realize they book. Like, I just I don't want, and it's
they just send in an email and it comes back.
Right.
Dude, I'll walk right past people I book every day and they have no idea who I am.
You just think you're a guy that works
it's
there?
It's hilarious.
Huh.
Because in the beginning, like, Jeannie was like, let's just keep it. Let's don't let anybody know who's booking. I'm like, well, people are going to know. Like, you would know. You
have
stuff
to
like
know.
That. But, forever, be like, who the hell's booking that place?
That is
because
weird.
I don't want that people coming up and, begging or whatever. Look, I admire you for doing that, but either you're funny or not. Send a tape.
Yeah, I'm gonna know about you if somebody else suggests you. That's what most people get.
And then we have the lottery show. There's a lottery that we do.
Do you bring it? Is the lottery in place now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Every Tuesday night we do it.
Okay. It used to be Monday. Every Monday night there was a lottery. It happened twice a year. Sorry, the lottery happened twice a year. You get a ticket. You'd come into the showroom. They put your name in a book. And then you come back on that date, you audition for the club, you go up and then if you passed, you'd have to come back the week later to talk to Lucian, and then if he liked you then after the MC gave you notes or whatever, you passed the club.
Yeah, I went twice through Starla.
Okay, so Starla.
2 weeks, and
let me explain Starla. Starla was the house MC from like 2000 to 2004 maybe, and the directive that Lucian gave that host was, if you pass them to me and I don't like them or I think they're terrible, I'm going to yell at you.
Yeah.
So she was really hard on comics, but she doesn't explain that directive. She just people just screamed at her, "You're not funny. Why are you telling me I'm not ready? Because you're not even fun." And they would scream on the way out. I mean, they were clowns. I mean, literal clowns that would come in and audition.
Anybody could audition.
I saw a guy in a KKK outfit. Put a KKK hood to go up, and he's like,
comic. Anybody can get in that line.
Jugglers, guitar acts.
You can be homeless and just walk up and get a date.
If you can get a date.
That's how it is at the comedy store.
It's crazy.
So and they've always stuck to it.
They got a night like that too.
So it was just. Oh, sorry,
Sorry, it was really hard to pass. It was really hard to pass. But when you did, you realize you're legitimate. And it took me like 4 times to pass. So you.
Really?
Yeah. Ugh. I couldn't pass Starla. I couldn't get to Lucian.
I don't even understand the word pass. The only place I passed at was Comedy Store. That was it. And then like even then when they came and told me I passed, I was like, bitch, I ain't know I was. I thought I was just performing. I ain't know that this was
they don't say you auditioning. They don't. I thought I literally. That's how green I am. I'm thinking, is there some kind of ceremony where he takes out a scepter and I get down on one knee and he goes, "You've passed the club."
Yeah. Nope. He came and he was like, "Yeah, start calling your avails."
Yeah, that's what it means.
Start calling your avails. You pass. And I was like, "Bitch, what? The fuck are you talking about? Pass what? Fuck out of here! I'm fucking audition for you bitches. It's a fucking comedy club."
Well, when you get the number, you pass. That's always helpful. So, how's it? So, how's the Tuesday? Have you found anybody from these Tuesday nights?
What time does that happen?
It's
all night.
Just during the regular show on Tuesday.
You have a couple pros and you put up 4
I know, but what time is it?
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock to what, 10 or something like that?
Yeah. And then we'll do 2 acts, then put up 2 auditioners, then another act, and then 2 auditioners.
You find anybody good lately?
Just 2 so far.
This month or this year?
The whole time.
Oh, wow.
But after, it's brutal now. I mean, it's COVID fucked everything up, man.
Why?
Everybody thinks they're funny. Everybody...
The internet.
They do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't even... There was this old lady the other day. It's just brutal, man.
No, it was brutal back then, too. I remember there was old ladies and crazy people and...
Dude, they're
what y'all
so
say?
delusional.
What would y'all do? Y'all just go, get out?
We don't talk to them, and we have the host.
The host
just
goes.
Let them know if we're interested. We'll come talk to them. If not, we have their number, and we'll get back to them. But, it's just brutal.
Nice.
To sit through it, They did. Lucian knew what he was doing because he had Starla watch that crap first, so it never got to him.
Right.
So we just watch
it's
it
a
now.
good system.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny when Comedy Act Theater, the club owners just would, I remember Sharon running Comedy Act Theater, and if you wasn't funny, she would come up to you and go, don't bring your motherfucking ass back to my fucking club until you get some fucking jokes. Don't ever do that on my stage
that's
again.
Feedback.
And then Rico would be nice about it. At Maverick's Flat, he would be like, you're just a little bit, you're not ready yet. Maybe go and, he was very nice about it. Me, I like the fucking straight up approach. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you on stage?
But wait, what if somebody was close? What would you say? If somebody was close, I was close a lot, and they were really nice about it. You're close.
You should have been past the first time. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
They're you're close. Come back. Keep working on it.
You know what I look at when I look at New Jacks? I look at the seriousness that they take about doing their set. If they're up there and they're really concentrating on the joke that they're doing, if they're up there with this nonchalant, I should have been a comic in it. If they do that, I'm fucking done with you. If you get up there with shit that's not funny, this is not funny. That's not funny. You not laughing.
Right.
But you're telling a joke. When I first started comedy, I didn't know that you had to write jokes about. I was telling jokes, and that's why I wasn't funny. I wasn't funny. I was just, they was like, yeah, you got the stage, but what you're saying don't make no fucking sense. That's what people need to realize if you want to be a comic, take the shit serious. Do one joke. You're not supposed to have more than one joke. You're supposed to have 5 minutes of material. 5 tight minutes of material that you can do and get the fuck off stage.
Yeah.
It's brutal. Dude, how about the people who, it's a 5-minute audition, they take 2 minutes pulling the stool out.
And immediately, see, I'm the type of person who would be like, all right, turn that mic off.
Dude, I'll walk
turn
away.
The mic off. Turn the mic off.
I'm like, you think you got time to sit down? What are you doing?
It's amazing. Any comic there's only maybe 4 comics, maybe even less than that I can say that can sit on stage.
Patrice
and
was
do
one.
Fucking comedy. When you sit on stage, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I hate it.
How
it makes me
dare
crazy.
You? Unless it's a total act. I've seen people do. This is one comic, I can't think of his name right off top, but he started on TikTok doing these little videos. He's actually really, really funny. So when he starts doing stand-up, he tried to do it standing, and if the jokes wasn't hitting because he needed to understand that the way he did them on the thing was him sitting. I said, dude, I've never told anybody this, but I'm giving you permission to sit down on stage and do your jokes. And now they kill. But see, that's the only reason you should be doing that. Unless you're somebody like Patrice O'Neal, who can come up there and fucking rip that motherfucker apart because he's a beast.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to be sitting your ass down.
No. Brand new comics.
Especially brand new.
Let me get comfortable here real quick.
It's tough to sell me that on a 5-minute audition.
No, it's not.
I hate
that.
I'm saying it's tough to sell me that you're allowed to sit down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then my thing is, I hate anybody who bring beer and shit up on stage.
Oh, I used to.
only though because you was already doing it though. You don't deserve a fucking drink for 5 minutes.
Right.
No.
Especially an audition. Or I'll be sitting in the back. Me and Jeannie will watch. We watch them every week. And the other auditioners that are waiting to go on will start talking to you while other people audition. And Jeannie flips out. She's like, how rude.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm watching.
Now we're going to go talk during your whole audition.
Let me tell you something. Mitzi was a motherfucker. And when Mitzi started getting kind of sick, she was just didn't have the attitude. I remember Mitzi passed me. Mitzi's the one who passed me. And when they came and told me I was like, whatever, this old woman passed me, whatever. So then they had they had the show for the women of comedy stores back in the day. Dude, I'm thinking it's I want to say this is something 99, 2000, something like that. It was a long time ago. But I remember the comedians that are not comedians now. They're so funny, and they were like popular then. So, and I was the new jack on the show.
Right.
And I ripped. The other girls I don't know what jokes they were doing. I was like, in my head when I was coming in, I was like, how are they considered these women funny? Like, the fuck, they're doing bullshit. So I went up, I ripped. So I decided that I was gonna go over there to Mitzi and say, hey, how you doing? Thank you for the spot or whatever. And I go, hey, Mitzi. And she was like, why are you talking to me?
Really?
Why are you talking to me? Who are you?
Oh.
Why are you talking to me? Yo, tell her to get the fuck away from me. Like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. I respected it. I honestly respected it because I was like, that's what I would have did. That's what I would have did. Why are you talking to me, New Jack? Just fucking call your veils in.
Wow.
But what's so funny though, after that, I was like, and walked off. After that, I think maybe 2 or 3 months later, that bitch loved me.
Yeah, right. She's looking for you.
She loved me after that.
I got a good one. So I did a show in 99 out in LA. My big break was, I think it was 98, 99 was a comedy showcase with Louis Anderson. Do you remember that show out there?
Louis Anderson, yeah.
So we all flew out there to do that show. And that show was crazy. That trip was crazy. That started Norton working with Dice, and that's how he got the radio show. Like, it's a whole thing, like, very seminal trip.
Wow.
But I went out there for that, and when I came, and Lucian, I was getting like 11 o'clock spots at the club before I left to work on it. And then when I got that show, he was so proud. Even though I did 11 o'clock, he would give me like 9 o'clock spots every night to run that set. Right. So
really?
For like a week.
Nice.
At least for a week leading up to it, I got. So I come back, and I was like so, grateful that he did that, and I was passed to the club. I felt like I'm in the club now. So he's sitting in that one of the booths, right? And I see him, and it took me everything I could to go up to him and go, Lucian, I just want to say thanks for all the spots you gave me to work up for the club, and that was so great. It was so great working at 9 o'clock, and I got to work out the stuff, and the trip was amazing. So thank you so much for all the spots. And he just looks up from his Chinese food and goes, well, don't get used to them. And I very slowly backed out, and I went back to 11 o'clock. I was like, oh my God. It was so
These
classic. They get you every time. Tommy, can you stay around we're going to play a game. Can we do that?
Absolutely.
All right, well, I'm glad. Wait,
God.
what's the state before we do that, tell me what's the state of the club now? How do you feel about it?
Great. It's doing good, man.
What do you think about comedy, period, right now, though?
Well, has it changed since you've taken over? Have you seen it change?
For the worse?
Answered.
No, I told you, COVID fucked everything up, man. So it's like hard to find anybody new. And then it's like,
And see, before I left, I started doing spots there. Was it before I left?
Yeah, that was a question I wanted to ask. Leslie coming to town is a big thing for the club.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, I love that club.
We pack it out like, on a fucking Tuesday and a Wednesday and stuff.
And I love it because I go in there
every time.
It's
And
way
I
more
love
relaxed.
that club. I love that club because, for one, it's right down the street from my house.
Excellent.
2, I swear to God, I do not get stressed out at your fucking club. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, other comics don't stress me out. The comics that be at the strip are always so nice.
Yeah.
They're always so nice to me. They're always so respectful. And I'm gonna say this. Y'all can cut. I don't give a fuck. But some of the comments, when I go to the cellar, I always leave there stressed out. Lenny always be like, God damn it, why do you talk to them? Woo, woo, woo. Why did this? Because it's just, I don't know what it is, the different
Nobody's
atmosphere
ego
is.
tripping at the comic strip.
I know, but I don't.
Everybody knows like they are what they are.
There's
Nobody's
just less,
like,
there's also, there's also less people. They're there to do their job. I always tell Leslie to do their job. And then there's like, the spots are 20 minutes long, so there's not too many hangers out there. There's not 5 rooms that people have to run in. So the people you book are really nice. And then she only has to deal with way less people than she has.
We only have like 6 people on one show.
Yeah, and also if you don't like somebody, I've eliminated their presence before you get here.
Huh?
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah.
No, he's got bodies.
We have a few people that are not allowed to show up when you show up.
You mean at the strip?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be everywhere.
Oh, man. All right, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to eliminate myself in a minute. We'll be right back with Tommy Latch right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tommy Latch is staying for this segment. We will get to your listener letters next week. If you need advice, if you want disputes settled, if you have something to say, email us or record a voicemail message and send it to fckrypodcast@gmail.com. That's FCKRY podcast@gmail.com. Okay, this segment is called We're Doing a Fucking Quiz.
Fucking quiz.
Your musical department's amazing.
All right. Tommy, yes, this is a great musical department.
We're going to get a fucking Grammy.
Tommy Latch has decided to take on Leslie in today's quiz, and the topic is 90s music.
Oh, okay.
15 questions. Whoever answers first, Jordan and Cassie will keep score. And if I need Jordan, our resident musician, to sing a few bars in case you guys get stumped,
okay, Jordan,
will.
This is your moment, bitch.
But we'll see.
This is your moment,
I don't think it's going to be a problem. Here's the quiz. Very simple. Whoever says the right answer first.
Tommy was born in the 90s, wasn't you?
I wish. Oh, my God.
He's about our age.
Yeah.
He's about our little less than us, but we'll still go. This is songs of the 90s. I'm going to give you the song name. All you got to do is give me the band. First one who comes in with the band.
Song name. And you're gonna, okay.
Okay,
Ooh,
15 questions.
Okay.
This is easy. The easiest 90s.
No, it's not because
I know these songs, so
no, because
I don't know shit.
I don't be knowing it. Yeah. Okay.
It's easiest for the person with the answers.
Yeah,
in their hand.
exactly. Bitch
All right,
ass.
here we go. Number 1, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh, Nirvana.
Nirvana. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Tommy got it. All right, number 2, Mo Money, Mo Problems.
Biggie Smalls.
Okay, listen, you're not gonna beat me.
Sorry.
Listen, my head don't work that fast. Biggest Smalls.
Come on, Leslie. Here we go. Number 3, No Scrubs.
Oh, TLC.
Ooh, who we giving that to?
She can have it.
We tired.
Number 4, Wannabe.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I know that. Wannabe. Jordan, can you please sing? She don't know what that is.
No? George choking? I'll sing it if you want.
No, Jordan's gonna sing it.
Oh my God.
Jordan?
Isn't it?
Don't say that.
Be my lover.
Yeah.
Oh, Spice Girls.
Yeah, Leslie weighs in. Good job, Jordan.
That was fucking great, Jordan.
Good
You
job.
fucking star.
There's a lot of Spice Girl songs, so I was like, which one?
I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want. That's what.
I didn't know it was called Wannabe though.
Wannabe.
neither.
What do Wannabe? I don't know. Whatever. Here we go with number 5, Wonderwall.
Oh, Oasis.
Yes.
Wait a minute, what?
Oasis.
Well, how does that go?
Go ahead, Jordan.
Is it today's gonna be the day that's gonna settle down to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
believe that anybody.
That's
feels
white
the
people
way
shit.
I
Don't you ever fucking do that to me again. Sing some goddamn Teddy Pendergrass. You gonna have any black
All right, here
people
we-
on this?
I
Biggie
did.
Smalls.
I actually broke them up into half black, half white.
You're such a racist.
I knew you were going to say
Fucking
that.
racist.
I
You
knew
gonna
you
have
were
some-
going to
you
say
gonna have
you
some
want to
Spanish-
racist.
get
You were
them
going
all.
to
What about
say
some Spanish songs on there too?
Here we go. Gangsta's Paradise.
Oh, Coolio.
That Leslie won that one. All right, you ready, Leslie? We talked about this one this week. Or I fucked it up or whatever. Here we go. Baby Got Back.
Sir
Mix-a-Lot. You know who this motherfucker thought it was? He thought it was Tone Loc.
Oh, really? Oh, my God. Not even close.
It's like, wow, thing. No, motherfucker.
I got it mixed up.
I got it mixed up. Had one
That's
song.
funny. At least he
right.
knows Tone Loc. That's cool.
Huh?
So at least he knows Tone
Yeah, I know
Loc.
too.
That's true. That's
All right,
true.
here we go. If It Makes You Happy.
Ooh. Jordan,
sing it.
If it makes you happy.
Yeah, I know this song. I don't know who the hell it is, though.
It can't be that bad.
If it makes
Wow.
Oh, no. I
Katy
know this
Perry?
song.
Oh,
No, this is
90s. Used in
Who is that?
third grade.
Nirvana, I know that
It's
song.
a woman, right?
Yeah.
If it makes you happy.
Sheryl Crow.
I was gonna say
Yes.
Sheryl Crow. Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
that's the
shit.
only white bitch I know in the 90s. Oh wow.
All right, this is a real white one. And it was Lucian's favorite song.
Lucian listened to music instead of
Yeah,
the devil's
For some reason, he
guitar?
liked this song.
The Radicals.
Yeah, it is. You get what you give.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the New Radicals.
Oh, the New Radicals.
We might have to remove that question. That was unfair. How did you know that?
Wait a minute, that was the song?
Yeah.
I think they played it at his funeral.
You get what they did play
Wait a minute, how does that song go?
It is a good
Jordan,
song.
do you know that song? Don't let go. You got a reason to live.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
They played that at his funeral?
Yep.
He had already let go, though.
Yeah, he did.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. All his fingers and everything. Damn, that's fucked up.
I'm just going to give Leslie all the points for that one. Oh, my God. All right.
That's great. You get all the points. I answered it before you even asked the question.
I know, that's dope.
We'll see everybody in hell, but we might as well finish this
Might
quiz.
as well.
All right, here we go, Leslie. This is a shot. Unbreak My Heart.
Oh, Tony Braxton.
There you go. All right, here we go, Leslie. I will always love you.
Whitney Houston,
There
come on.
you go. All right, here we go. Candle in the Wind.
Oh, Elton John.
Ooh, I'm gonna tie. I think that's a tie.
That's a definitely tie.
Tie. Here we go. Tears in Heaven.
Oh, I
Eric
know
Clapton.
Yes.
I was just, and I knew that. And Tears, I knew it, but I was like, oh, I know
hate that song.
Okay.
All
Isn't
right,
that the
let's see
song
if
about
I
him
love
pushing
that
his
song.
son falling out the window or something?
Yeah, that's the
right?
Tears in Heaven.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's sad. It's very sad.
Oh,
it
it's
was
sad.
song of the year. It was
His
everything
son,
of the
his
year.
son walked off that shit broke my heart.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And he's a racist, so
He's a racist?
Yep.
Fuck his son.
Okay, I'm not going to say fuck his son, but I'm just saying.
he's not helping himself these days.
He
Let's say
didn't help
that.
it at all. I'm just saying. Oh, my God.
He's got a checkered
he's
past.
the reason I wouldn't let my godson go out on the balcony. And my balcony
Yeah.
was very safe.
And look what
It was
good
on the
came
ground
of that.
floor. All right, here we go. All right, Leslie, you better know this one because I didn't even know the answer to this. I didn't even know. And I've heard this song about 1 billion times. Okay. What is love?
What is love?
Yep.
Baby, don't hurt me.
I wouldn't know the name either.
Don't hurt me. I don't know who sings
sings
that.
that?
But it was SNL when
Yeah,
they used to.
yeah.
Who sings that?
You ready? You got it?
Who?
Take a
It's,
shot.
Who?
I don't know. Take a shot. before-
Sylvester?
No, but that's a good one. It's Hadaway.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That probably
Hadaway.
was his only song.
Yeah.
It was a one hitter.
I hope so because I never heard of Hadaway.
Made a lot of money off that one
Yeah,
song.
he made a lot of money
just
off
from
that
the
song.
movie and,
Yeah.
and SNL.
For
Yeah.
love. All right, last one. No Diggity.
No doubt.
Blackstreet.
Wow.
Hey.
Blackstreet.
And see, and I almost said the other one that Teddy Riley had, and that would have been wrong.
It was Teddy Riley and
It was Teddy Riley, but he had another one that used to do Rump Shaker. That wasn't by the Blackstreet though, but it was by somebody else. But yes,
That's Blackstreet featuring Dr. Dre and Queen Pen. Okay, give me the total. I think we know who won that one.
I think we tied on every one.
It was really, really close, but Tommy won.
Tommy won.
Hey,
Very
Cassie, you're fucking fired, okay? You're fucking fired right now, okay?
Sorry.
And I don't think you counted that right. I don't think you was hearing me come in.
You can come work at the comic strip.
Wow,
there
Cassie,
you
that's
go.
some real fuck shit.
Thank you,
You know what I'm
Tommy.
saying? I'm gonna
I
tell
need to
Judith
talk.
that you
You're
didn't do
welcome.
what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna tell Judith that you fucked up everything.
Come on, we love Cassie. Thank Cassie.
Like, I
thank you
don't
for
know.
being here.
We could have recorded this shit, but this bitch named Cassie,
Judith is
she
at
didn't even push play. Like,
Judith is at the Ambies. We'll also know if we won
I know,
the
huh?
next show. Tommy, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
That was
Tommy!
funny.
Thank
And if,
you.
If you want to go see comedy in New York City and you can't get into the cellar, of course, where everybody tries to go, but you can see great acts all the time, auditioners. The next Lucian used to say this. You're like, if you want to see celebrities, go to the Comedy Cellar. But if you want to see up and coming, great talent, this is the place, the comic strip. That's what he used to say.
Y'all need to start selling it as Eddie Murphy's ex-home. Like, Eddie Murphy used to live
it's
at the
legit.
comic strip.
Yeah, but I
I
felt
love
like
going there.
I feel like we've lived in the past for so long.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay, I feel
Moving on. So it's
You're
a
the
comic strip.
future.
Comic Strip Live is 81st and 2nd here in New York City.
You can tell them it's my home.
Enjoy. Yeah.
Leslie
And when Leslie's in
Jones, the
town,
home of Leslie
it's
Jones
Leslie's
when
home
she's
away
in
from
Yeah,
home.
when I'm in town, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with the Fckry of the Week right after this.
Fuckery!
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks, Tommy Latch, for coming in. Now it's time for that part of the show we like to call the Fckry of the Week.
Fuckery of the week.
I will go first this week, Leslie. Leslie, we work with a lot of people we don't like. You know, we just have to tolerate them. Production companies, agents, assistants, sometimes drivers, directors, showrunners, publicists, PAs. I mean, we've had all of them. But when we get somebody good, you and I like to hold on to these people. Yesterday, Sirius Radio, our parent company, cut 8% of the workforce. So out of 5,869 people in the company, they cut 469. And one of them was our board operator, Dan Spaventa. And look, I don't know what his responsibilities were outside of our show. We record at 8 p.m. on Tuesday nights here in New York. And that's a lot to ask for anyone who wants a personal life. I know he ran the Laugh USA network. He did everything we asked. He ironed out our New York tech problems every single time. That's what I know. And look, there are a million reasons for this stuff at a higher level, probably our salaries included. But my God, Howard Stern makes $120 million a year and is worth $1 billion. And don't even get me started on what the CEO of this company makes. And we wonder what is wrong with the world. But here's what's most important for me. He's a great guy. He's been here since he was 22. He's a fan of comedy. He roots for the shows he works on. He came to The Daily Show because he loves the entertainment business. He comes to watch us do stand-up because he's a fan. Attention companies. It's not easy to find good people who work hard and actually care about their jobs. Figure out a way to grow them, nurture them, educate them, and retain them, or you won't have a company. You'll have a mess. Fckry. We're going to miss you, Dan Spaventa. Send me that resume. Leslie and I will help you.
And that was Lenny's last day on the Fckry.
It had to be said. We miss you. I mean, he's a good guy. And he was good at his job for us. So.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes company, and I get it, they look at that bottom line. I'd be wondering what the line y'all looking at, because if you're losing, like, okay, I know this might sound crazy, but like a couple of million when you're making 100. Kind of don't understand, but
if Howard Stern makes $119 million a year, that $1 million goes a long way, you know.
Like at least let them finish out the shows for us. I mean, whenever I hear budget cuts, I go, what is this about? What is it about, really? And are y'all cutting the right motherfuckers?
Yeah, that's a tough job too.
Sorry, Dan, I love you, boo. Okay, so. And then, you know, people going to be like, well, why y'all didn't get his job back?
We're working on it.
We're working on it, you fuck
gonna
dicks.
help
Didn't you just hear the Fckry of the week, you fucking assholes? Such dicks. I'm so tired.
I like how you speak for the good and the bad people. You don't know what people are saying out there. They're probably...
I know. Okay.
What do you got?
Okay, my Fckry of the week is hypocrites.
Well, that's a good one.
So it's amazing to me how everybody always has an opinion of people's reaction or how people react to things, and they never put themselves in that person's shoes. So the Chris Rock thing happened, his special happened, and there all kinds of reviews. And the most one that I see is people like, oh, he need to get over that. Oh, Will is spending, he's spending time in his brain. He's has a spot in his brain. He need to let it go. I mean, it's been a year. He sound grapes. It's a woo, woo. Y'all kill me with that shit.
Yeah.
Y'all kill me with that fucking hypocrite shit. You're fucking bitches. First of all, let me explain something to you. I watch TikTok. I watch Instagram. I watch Twitter and all these social things. You motherfuckers can't take shit. So imagine if you got smacked. Not smacked, punched in front of the world. We're not talking about getting sucker punched in front of your girlfriend or your fucking families or at job and shit. We're talking about in front of the motherfucking world, in front of his kids, in front of his mom, in front of his family, in front of his peers, in front of the audience, in front of the people who are watching. That shit, and then got replayed over and over and over and over again. You telling me in your wonderful heart of yours, you would be like, well, I'm just going to let it go. You know, that happens. I'm just going to let it go. You bitch-ass motherfuckers would still be bitching about it. Y'all would bitch about it on Twitter. You would bitch about it to your friends. You would send messages. You would complain. You would do all that shit. What the fuck do you think Chris is supposed to do? Is that the bigger person? Is that the fucking bigger person? Because if he was a singer, he would write a song. We hear songs out. Shit, Taylor Swift can't fuck nobody without writing a song about her ex. She destroys all her fucking exes, but y'all don't call her bitter. The fuck out of here. Beyonce, and God bless Beyonce. Nobody's saying nothing bad about Beyonce, but Beyonce did Lemonade. Okay? She went through a town with a baseball bat, busting shit. Y'all ain't had shit to say about that. But then Chris comes out and fucking defends himself and says, yeah, I got slapped by a motherfucker and talks about it. Y'all got something to fucking say. Shut your stupid ass up. Shut your stupid ass up. Because let me tell you straight the fuck up, everybody who got something to say. Will Smith was fucking wrong. I don't give a fuck what you put up for the defense for it. Oh, he was defending his black queen. Oh, no, he wasn't. He made a fucking fool out of himself and his family and black people, period. You could have waited till after the ceremony and stepped to Chris. Because, see, wouldn't nobody gave a fuck about a fight at an after party because we would have been trying to figure out if the shit is true or not. But you got your ass up. You got your ass up and went and fucking stepped on a stage and physically assaulted another man. I don't give a fuck what reason you had for it, bah. Oh, my queen, you was laughing, nigga. I saw you. And then she makes a face. And let me say you something, Jada, Miss Pickett. You could have had a bomb-ass fucking movie role after that. How about play it off? Hey, that's right, write that role. But instead, y'all motherfuckers did exactly what white people be expecting us to do. You fucking went up there and did exactly why the fuck they don't let us in that motherfucking building. Are you fucking serious? And this man, who didn't fight him back, because I would have rolled Will's back all the way off that stage. I would have been fucking fighting him with the mic. I would have fought his bitch. I'd have fought his fucking kids. Well, Chris handled that shit with much grace in that moment. Don't get mad at him, because now he's expressing the shit that he had to go to. Do y'all realize that this man had to go to therapy with his children? Because his children saw him get hit on national fucking TV? Do y'all realize that? So go fuck yourself, motherfuckers, if you got something to say, because you's a hypocrite. You's a fucking hypocrite. And if you got something to say to me, please make sure that you defend yourself before you walk up to me, because I'm that bitch. And I'm looking for it. I like to fight. And I don't give a fuck about being famous. So please try me. Please try me. Please walk up on the stage when I'm on there. Please. Please. It's my fuckery of the week.
That's great. Yeah, people like he should hit him back. He just did. That was it.
And that's how he hits back. That's how he hits back. And that's how comedians...
And then people go, you shouldn't do that. Okay, well,
yeah, go
listen,
fuck
you
yourself.
Can't win.
Yeah, he couldn't win, because if he would have hit him back physically, y'all would have said that was wrong.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers get on my nerves, you fucking hypocrites. You're hypocrites.
Hypocrites.
And now I'm done with that.
Okay.
I said what I said.
That's good. And Leslie will be here next week. I'll get fired for the dance Paventa, but no, that's fine.
Yeah, Colin's going to fire you.
Okay.
Colin's going to be like, wow, we just talked, and then this motherfucker went and made a whole fucking speech. Jordan is already, then she pushed record, she going to go take, she's like, yo, did you not hear that Lenny just fucking called you a fucking asshole?
Wait, I don't remember hearing that. Anyway, that's our show for the day. Send us your letters at fckrypodcast@gmail.com. Follow Leslie at LesDog. That's LESDOG with 3 G's on Twitter, 4 G's on Instagram, and 5 G's on TikTok. Why, Leslie?
Because I'm a motherfucking G, son.
If you want to follow me, it's Lenny Marcus, NYC on all platforms. Jordan Duffy, our audio engineer, has a music video coming out called Wonder Woman. So look for that. You can download it on Spotify. And when you listen to the show, it's out. So go find it wherever you find stuff. I'm going to sing
a little bit for you. Wonder Woman, Wonder, and then it Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's it.
It's going to be a hit.
Nailed it. The Fckry with Leslie Jones and Lenny Marcus was created by and stars is Leslie Jones and Lenny Marcus. Our producer today is Cassie Jerkin, stepping in for Judith Cargbo.
Jerkin.
Our audio engineer in Los Angeles is Jordan Duffy. Our New York City audio engineers are Jared O'Connell and Corey Kesluck.
Yeah,
Our
whatever.
production coordinator is Abby Aguilar. Music for this show is done by Marina Pais. This is an Earwolf production.
'Cause the wolf has ears.